That voice. Cat Valentine, you slay me. So, hello there. This is TopNotAnalysis, now Top Tail Analysis, what? And, long story short, I planned on releasing a video this year at the end of the year. Had to hold it back for slightly spicy reasons, but don't worry, it is completely finished, and I even have a second other thing coming up in the works. In fact, it's nearly a quarter of the way edited, and that was all in just one day of editing and filming. So yeah, that's good. And so, as a short little like flash in the pan to get out here, I thought I'd just do a little bit of a year in review, you know, something more off the cuff. So yeah, from most recent to the end of the year to the oldest, and across the year, as far as I can tell, I have, not including shorts and TikToks, I've released 5 videos so far. So let's take a look. So number one is the channel trailer, itself made up of a couple little TikTok and Twitch moments, because I have a Twitch now, plug. And yeah, same name, TopNotAnalysis. It's been really fun. In fact, don't get me wrong, I haven't been able to upload as much as I want because of a lot of busy life and work stuff. But at the same time, I'd be lying if I said my newfound interest in Twitch didn't play a small role in that. So yes. But it's been good, it's been fun, and yeah, it has, and that one came out on November 4th, which is the month of my birthday. Hell yeah. The old new Danny Zuko flow music video. That one came up on September 24th, which was, I believe, like, probably right after I finished my first, what's it called? My first, I think it was, not traineeship program, the exact word for it escapes me, but just after I finished my first, like, 6-month work period, and unfortunately I wasn't able to stay. However, boss man did say if they were able to pay me more, then they would. So, you know. I say that as if it's a backhanded compliment. Like, the reason it's because in part of the program I was in, long story short, the government helped paid a percentage of my salary for 6 months while I was there, so that's why they had to let me go. But work has been going well, and on a, luckily, bit more flexible note, so I'll be able to make more stuff en el futuro, as they say. And as for the old new Danny Zuko flow, the actual video I'm talking about, long story short, I'd started getting into Soundtrap. I believe it's called Soundtrap, yes. It's a sort of musical making thing, similar to FL Studio, shout out to W-Lar. Yeah, I don't know why, for some reason there was just a point in time where I got really into making, like, random weird rap beats, so, yeah. And as a result, I've been making a lot more of the music for my channel, which is good, because that means I don't have to worry about, you know, pissing off the tax man or the demonetization police, so that's nice. The Prince review. That is The Prince, the play by Abigail Thorne, not The Prince, which is Family Guy with the royal family. But I probably should have thought through how I was going to market that one, but, you know, easy come, easy go. Great show. You can catch it on Nebula, # not sponsored yet. But, that's good. And also, I'm pretty proud of that review. I think it came out pretty well, it got my personality out there, and, yeah, I think the opening was especially fairly strong. I'll play a little tad of it. Yeah, I really like the little, not to inhale my own phallus too much, but I do like the little moments where I sort of, like, mess up in a funny way. Something of a running gag for myself, I suppose. And that video came out on September 29th, so I guess I was fairly prolific for a little while, at least early in the year. Then there was a big gap, but, you know, focus on the positives, man. Oh, September certainly was my month, because the next video is my first episode of Made Up Philosophy, episode 1, Hypothetical Anarcho-Ableism and More. Made Up Philosophy is also a short series now. The first episode is in the normal format, but now it's over on my shorts tab on my channel. And yeah, it's sort of like a random comedy short form video series where I say a name of a made-up philosophy, which is just made up of pre-existing smart person words, and then followed by a punchline, which is some randomly hyperbolic extrapolation of what those words mean. So, I think it's a pretty... Also, I believe those were some of my most viewed videos, at least on shorts, and this also ended up being close to the same time, I believe, that I discovered or rediscovered TikTok again, which is really good views-wise. Like, I seem to get quite a lot more consistently on TikTok than YouTube, but I do want to be a YouTube boy. You know, Santa, please notice me. But yeah, made-up philosophy / made-up ideologies. Good series, pretty well doing. Look forward to more of those in the future. In fact, I literally have like 5 or 6 episodes of it even, like, just knocking about, and I haven't uploaded them yet because I haven't fiddled about with the raw footage yet, but yeah. Kung Fu Panda What If with a Twist, which is July 27th of 2022. This was long story short, I was in a bit of a creative rut. Then Shafrillis Productions made his first video on the Kung Fu Panda series, like a sort of Kung Fu Panda series retrospective, and that sort of ignited something in me. So I thought, okay, you know what? This is giving me an idea for stuff. And yeah, one thing led to another, and it performed surprisingly well. Oddly, in fact, I think it was probably... I think... The thing is, I released Kung Fu Panda What If very close to another video, and I thought this one would perform better, but no. I mean, it's gotten almost 200 views by now, so that's nice. However, yeah, like, between this and the other video companioning it that got more, that got more attention, I feel like this one was definitely of higher quality, and you know, in terms of the jokes and the writing and so on. But yeah, moving on to that aforementioned other video. On July 31st, we got Scream of Consciousness, Episode 1, Shadiversity, Ethical Capitalists, My Politics, Favourite Cancel Culture Videos. And Scream of Consciousness is, for all 2 people from Sunburned Albino's channel who probably randomly stumbled on this, hello there. Yeah, there's a YouTube channel called Sunburned Albino. I have semi-complicated thoughts on him, but overall he usually makes pretty damn good content. And he has a series called Stream of Consciousness. So I decided to fiddle about with my own version of that, Scream of Consciousness. And not for nothing, I do feel like my thumbnail for it is better. Not to get on too high of a horse, I mean, I like his series more, but at the same time, the title and the thumbnail were the longest reason why I didn't watch it even months after his last boss ranking video. But, you know what? We move. So yeah. In terms of this episode, it was very much sort of like, more of a rambly, sort of like this, off-the-cuff sort of situation we got going on. And, yeah, turned out pretty good. It was very much like me talking about, like, long story short, the parts of politics where I think I do fairly well, the parts that I'm not quite as familiar with, and sort of ramble-jambling about capitalism for a few minutes. And I say this as someone who is a massive fan of the bread tube, left tube, video essayist space. Like, you know, I love y'all, and y'all seem to have some really good ideas about, like, capitalism, anti-capitalism, etc. But I do want to get out of that echo chamber if I can, for a little while, if I can, even though I do like it, but if I can, if only for the reason that I've met and have I now have capitalist friends, or a couple, and, you know, but I feel like the points they're making aren't quite as common as your Dennis Prager's or your Matt Walsh's and the like, so, yeah, that'll be hopefully interesting. I hope you enjoy my little political journey, as it were, which is also getting, it's been expanded on and is still expanding, over on my Twitch with Funtime Politics, my podcast series, which is right there. In fact, I might even just make a second channel for Funtime Politics, my podcast on Twitch, which is live streamed every time we do an episode. And I even have a guest, or multiple guests planned actually, for future episodes, so that'll be fun. One of which will be on relationships, so that'll be nice. And, Scream of Consciousness came out 31st of July, yeah. Okay, yeah, so across the year I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yep, 6 videos excluding shorts and TikToks. I've done maybe like, oh, and there was one other video that I haven't mentioned because it's very much like short adjacent, but yeah. Yeah, so that was a peculiar year. I think it's weird because even though this year of, actually, yeah, looking back, this is my first full year of, like, doing YouTube often. Like, whereas with, it's strange because, like, I feel like I didn't do enough, but when I actually look at the numbers, like, wow, I did do more than last year, so that's nice. Like, I mean, I guess it's because I was really riding off of the nostalgia from the One Villainous Scene video I made when that was a thing, and, yeah, and also bird watching. I have to get back to bird watching. Yeah, shout out to Ali Chakawi. I'm sorry, I know I mispronounced that, but I just want to wrap this up. But, yeah, it's been in hindsight, it's been a pretty good run, and, I hope you enjoyed my videos. I hope you continue to enjoy them in the future, and, I guess I'll see you in the new year and beyond, hopefully. And, take care now. Bye-bye then. For top-notch analytical goodness, follow TopNotAnalysis on Twitch and Twitter. And if you're more TikTok inclined, there's Bobbastef74, that's a BOBBASTEFF 74. Also, be sure to support Stupid Baby 666 over on the Instagrams. She's taking commissions, so, you know, show her some love, you know, and she's currently even making something for me, which will be part of an upcoming project. Looking forward to that, and without further ado, I will bid you adieu.